Hey guys, Clarenceboy 12 here, and today I'm going to explain a bit of lore. In the beginning, there was someone known as the Clarenceboy Elder and his wife called Doreen. The both of them were a happy and lovely couple. That was until Clarenceboy 1 and Clarenceboy 0 were born. Nothing happens until a couple years later when Clarenceboy 0 and Clarenceboy 1 are in their adult years. Clarenceboy 1 had always felt envy towards Clarenceboy 0 as he was in charge of Clarence Land and the Clarences and had a very high status. How would Clarenceboy 0 get rid of his jealousness? It was simple in his eyes. He murdered his brother. A couple of months later, Clarenceboy 1 would find out the truth. He saw his mother with someone who was not a Clarence whatsoever. It was a Jonathan, an enemy of the Clarences. Clarenceboy 1 was filled with rage. It was 10 p.m. and the Jonathan had left the house. Doreen was sleeping peacefully. Clarenceboy 1 went into his mother's room with a kitchen knife. Quickly, he stabbed his mother in the chest where her heart was, then the stomach, then repeatedly punched her. She had died. Clarenceboy 1 felt no regret or guilt. A couple of days later, the Clarences would put Clarenceboy 1 into the position as leader of the Clarences because of him being the brother of Clarenceboy 0. Clarenceboy 1 said that he would make all of us very strong. Decades later, a war broke out between the Jonathans and the Clarences. The Jonathans were winning by a landslide. It seemed like the Clarences would fall. That was until a brave soul stepped into the field. Clarenceboy 9. I can still remember the words he said. Clarences, remember my words. Fear means you're still alive. Now use it. Make it push you forward. Don't hold you back. Clarenceboy 9 ran as fast as he could on the field, killing many Jonathans in seconds with his precise and amazing aim. All of the other Clarences ran onto the field to help Clarenceboy. They were winning, but Clarenceboy 9 stopped and fell to the floor. He was shot in the chest. Before he died, he shouted the words to the Jonathans, "I'm not afraid of any of you." He turned to the Clarences. Promise me to finish what they started." He then closed his eyes and died. He had killed over 340 Jonathans. The Clarences were pissed. Blood was boiling, filled with fury. They wanted revenge for their fallen comrade. The Clarences didn't hold back one single bit and shot everywhere. Most of them went to the Jonathans' military base and killed every last one of them. A couple days later, the Clarences emerged victorious. Clarence Land was saved once and for all, and that was because of a legend who never gave up. A stone statue of him is shown in Clarence Land to honor him. Decades later, the Clarences were just minding their own business until something horrible had happened. The sky turned red. The clouds went from white to black. Someone was in the air. It was a Clarence, but not just any Clarence. It was Clarenceboy 11. He destroyed over half of Clarence Land. He was satisfied. He went back into the sky and has never awoken since. Today, Clarence Land thrives with over 20,000 Clarences. I'm one of the first Clarences, so I've fought in the war and witnessed Clarenceboy 11's mass destruction. I don't know how I survived, but I'm grateful I have. I try to ignore the events by going to different places and eating things for fun like Carolina Reapers. Sometimes I think, what would happen if Clarenceboy 9 wasn't there for us?